Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. I'm going to read through the full article here. There's a link in the description. I'll also have a quick look at a secondary article, same subject, which is arguably more updated, more up to date. Pretty much the same details, but slightly different numbers in regards to the number of injured and the number of people that have been shot. So, this article that we're going to look at in full tells us that 10 people have been shot at Columbiana Mall in South Carolina. 10 people shot, at least 12 people injured. The other article tells us 14 injured. It also tells us that a 22-year-old man has been arrested. And I think this article says 9 people were shot, 5 injured whilst fleeing the mall. So this article says 10 people shot. So, could be one or the other, but certainly roughly accurate. 10 people sustained gunshot wounds Saturday at a mall in Columbia, South Carolina, according to law enforcement. An additional 2 people, perhaps more than two, were injured in the stampede that followed as panicked shoppers rushed to safety. There were no fatalities. So there's the blessing. No one died. 10 people sustained gunshot wounds. So we hope that they all have full recoveries. 2 are in critical condition, the others are in stable condition. So we do pray for those guys as well as their families that they do make full and ideally swift recoveries. But thankfully, no fatalities. The incident began at around 2 p.m. near a Gap store, the fashion store Gap, when multiple people brandished weapons and at least one fired off shots. 3 persons of interest are in custody, and as I mentioned, this other article, which is a little bit more up to date, has said that 1 person has been arrested. So I presume one of those that was in custody may not be the case, and that is a 22-year-old man. Um, The police chief said law enforcement does not believe the attack was random, and it appeared that the 3 in custody knew each other. The victims ranged in age from 15 to 73. 2 are in critical but stable condition, while 6 others are in stable condition at area hospitals. So a whole raft of law enforcement responded to the mall after receiving emergency services phone calls, reports of a mass shooting, and that's pretty much the full case there at this point that we know about it. I am surprised that I'm not seeing multiple articles in regards to this subject. I mean, there are some articles, but not a lot. This is yet another mass shooting, and it's not really getting too much attention. Is that because there's no fatalities at this point? I mean, to me, it's very disturbing to see the amount of mass shootings that's happening in America from my point of view. And by the way, I'm pro Second Amendment, as you know, for whatever that's worth. So I'm not. I think my point there is that I'm not trying to jump on the gun control bandwagon. That's not why I'm surprised of these mass shootings. I'm not trying to use that as a knee-jerk reaction to call for gun control. I believe in the Second Amendment, as I said. But you guys are having a lot of mass shootings. You've got Sacramento, which apparently was gang-related. Apparently, I just saw a headline saying 3 of the 6 victims, 3 of the 6 that died. And I think the number of deaths remained at 6, which is a blessing, I guess. Several others were in critical condition. It seems, if I understand correctly, and I may not, that the death toll for Sacramento remained at 6. Could have been higher, so there is a blessing there. I saw a headline today, which I didn't look into, but 3 of the deceased were targeted, specifically targeted, due to a gang related incident. There was the Dallas shooting in a rap concert, where at least 1 person decided to seemingly indiscriminately shoot into the crowd. can't remember. I think there was one death in that incident that barely received any media attention at all. I made a video in regards to that. I got 7 views. I mean, I'm not PewDiePie. I don't necessarily get a lot of views for all of my videos, but I was quite shocked about how low of an interest there is for a mass shooting. And seemingly this mass shooting here in the Columbiana Mall on Easter, so this happened on Easter Saturday, it's not yielding too much interest from the online publications. That's my judgment. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. And why is that? Well, I think because the public don't really care. The public aren't really invested in this topic. So yeah, I mean, that concerns me. But it just feels like if there's a mass shooting, it ought to be like a real talking point. It needs to be examined, and it just looks like it's ignored pretty much. Anyway, so there's my ramble. Apologies for that. Going to wrap things up here. The article does tell us that retail workers responded by swiftly locking up their stores and escaping through emergency exits with shoppers. So if that's the case, well done to the retail workers for responding quickly, not only for their own safety, but for the safety of the other shoppers, patrons within the stall, within the mall. So that's a good thing. I'll wrap things up here. If you do see value in this kind of content, please do give me some encouragement. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Going to be making multiple videos in regards to true crime that's occurred today or yesterday or certainly very recently. Going to be making multiple videos every week. I have been saying multiple videos every day, but I'm getting a little bit burnt out. So let's back off a little bit. Let's do it multiple videos every week. And so yeah, stick around if you do like this type of content, or rather if you see value in this type of content. Thanks.